Heavyweight fixture, and a win in this bout has significant implications for the upper echelons of the light heavyweight division. Paul Craig is looking for a breakthrough moment to enter into the top 10 and draw closer to a title shot. Krylov has fought 3 of the top 5 already and wants to earn another crack. 15 to settle it in the UFC's most explosive division. Straight to action. And it's already an arm wrapped around the neck, gents.
I mean, you've got to love the fighting spirit of Paul Craig. I mean, he seems cliche to say,
but this is what I was worried about. If Nikita Krylov from the top position, especially in something like half guard, this is where he can sit on that leg of Paul Craig and really hammer away with ground and pound.
I love the way he starts to fight. I love the aggression. I love the immediately get to business factor that Paul Craig brings. But sometimes you need to slow it down a little bit and use a little more strategy, because right now he's on his back. Krylov is experienced, as we said, on the walk. He can handle these positions. Let's see what Paul can do.
36th professional fight for Nikita Krylov at 30 years of age as well. But Paul Craig was talking about this as kind of a disadvantage as well, because he's got a lot of miles on the clock.
A lot of miles on the clock. Experience is a double-edged sword, of course. You know, you get good, you understand it all, you get better skills, but you do have a lot of wear and tear on the body. However, that said, you know, the last time he was in there was against Magomed Ankalaev, who has a pretty good knack of taking people out of there. And he went to a decision, and it was a pretty close decision as well.
Well, he reckons if he was a little bit more active, I believe he said the first round, then he might have taken that. So look for more activity out of Krylov, who's sporting some new artwork.
Yeah, you guys see this shoulder? It's almost like he's proven a point to him right now as well, on top of Paul Craig. He's digging his forearm and his shoulder every single chance he gets into the neck and throat of Paul Craig.
Well, that's an old school technique, driving the forearm into the throat.
It's just making his life miserable.
Very uncomfortable. You're not going to get a submission, but it does, you know, I almost swore there, but it does get very annoying, especially in training. Like, what are you doing? But he's not going to win a fight like that, and that's what we're here to do. Now, Paul's going to get busy with the guard. Right now, he's in half guard. He's going to try and reclaim a full guard or try and hit a half guard sweep. What he could do is usually suck him over. So Krylov, see that leg there, comes a little closer to the body and use his left arm and then tilt him over. Nice job of getting the guard.
Oh, nice. Oh, I think he's dazed.
He definitely is feeling
it. Huge shots from Krylov.
They were heavy shots. I didn't like the look on Paul's face.
I thought he was out for a second.
I didn't want to say that, but I'm with you.
Yeah, it looks like one of those hammer fists just kind of woke him back up. He's got to be careful here.
The lighting rig again. Krylov. Some up kicks though from Paul Craig throughout that famous triangle. It certainly worked here before. But Krylov doing a good job now, advancing to side control.
I tell you what,
sledgehammers, Michael.
They're very heavy shots, and typically it's hard to generate too much power from side control. Normally that's why you use elbows from there, but Krylov just came up, bang, bang, over and over. Not a great start for Paul so far. I'm sure he doesn't need me to tell him that. Oh, they're heavy. He's got to get up. He can't. Paul cannot be content with lying on his back and playing the jiu-jitsu game. He's been successful before, but so far this round has shown us that this is not the path to victory.
I fear that he may be content to be on his back during the fight, though, because he has such confidence. I'm not saying it's necessarily the right way forward. There has to be a point at which...
Oh, yeah, we're seeing it right now. He's had opportunities, right? He's kicked Nikita Krylov off of him and not gotten back up to his feet. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. No way.
110 left as well.
This. I mean, that's not
left. That is a tight triangle. That is extremely tight. Whoa! Paul Craig has won it again. Wow! He was swimming upstream there. Comes away with a triangle victory.
Man.
He's got to have put himself in that conversation for title contention now.
What do we talk about? We talked about in the keys to victory coming into this fight that you can't stay down there. Even if you feel like you're dominating Paul Craig, he needs 1 second to throw up that triangle and you're screwed.
I mean, that was an incredible performance, and he does it every time. Comes from behind, takes shots he shouldn't do, almost gets knocked out. Here he is eating heavy shots. Trying to grab the ankle. He passes to the side, back into guard, lands a couple more shots. Here he is again, just swarming, but Krylov gets a little reckless, throws the right leg over the shoulder, and boom, there it is. You know when Paul Craig has it locked in with the power that he has, and more importantly, the technique, you have no choice but to tap. Paul Craig does it again.
Well, Paul Craig told me that he wants his daughters to go to school on Monday proud of their dad's victory. Millie and Maya, look at what your dad just achieved.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very proud with that performance. Listen, the guy has all heart. He takes a beating sometimes in these fights, but he doesn't care. He talks about being a warrior. He goes out there and he does that.
All right, let's give Paul Craig his moments. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Łukasz Wasowski has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 57 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a guillotine choke, Paul